Today I'm showing you how to use parallel compression in order to enhance your vocals. Trust me, if you learn how to use this simple yet effective trick, your vocals will never sound the same. Let's begin. Before we start, don't forget to check our channel for even more content like this. A like, a share and a subscribe would also be very helpful, and also don't forget that I'm waiting for your feedback down below in the comment section. It helps us improve the quality of our songs and it's the best help that we can get. Now let's get back to our video. So what is parallel compression? In short words, you take a vocal which is uncompressed or slightly compressed and you combine it with a copy which is heavily compressed. Hard to explain the way it works, but you will see that it changes the dynamics of the voice quite a lot. It makes it be stronger, it makes it more evident and more clear. As I said in the intro, it's simple and effective. Let's get to our project. So I've used this project to show you guys a simple vocal chain. So in case you didn't watch that video or you simply forgot how it sounds, this is what we got up till now.
Wanna catch the dawn, cause I can't stop the night. Cause it makes me feel alive. Wanna feel the sunrise.
Okay, now this vocal is already having two compressors applied onto the bus channel. So I have these two vocal channels going into this bus. So when I'm applying a single plugin here, it will actually affect both of them. It's more effective and it saves resources. Now, as I said, I already have two compressors. However, I feel that the voice can be a bit stronger. I believe it still has some low peaks that can be addressed with maybe another compressor here. But you will see that when I will take this, make a copy, apply the compression over it and then combine with this, that copy, which as I said is heavily compressed, will come and fill those spaces in behind the vocal, if that makes any sense for you. It's easier for me to show you how it's done than to explain, so I will create an FX channel. Now, when it comes to the compressor that you should use on this channel, there's no specific rule. However, there are some recommendations, or at least when I've seen people using it for parallel compression, they were using a compressor which had a very high ratio limit, as in 50:1, 100:1, infinite-to-1. The stronger the ratio your compressor can get, the better it is for parallel compression. However, there's no one limiting you to using only a specific set of compressors. You can use whatever you have or whatever you like. Even if I take, let's say, the stock compressor from Studio One, I can go with my ratio up to 20:1. That's fine. If that's what you got, that's completely fine. I'm actually going to use this one just so I can give an example. So the ratio to the maximum, threshold down, yeah, like a stupid threshold. Now I want maybe a slow to mid attack and I want a fast release. The fast release helps us with enhancing the end of the words. Now what I want to do, I'm going to send it to my Vox channel, yeah, so this is par comp, and I'm going to find it down here and I'm going to play. I'll leave the voice on solo just because I want you to spot the difference easier. I'm going to turn this off. Obviously we're going to make adjustments on the way, but for now let's hear what we got.
Wanna feel the sunrise.
And then on.
Wanna feel the sunrise.
Off again.
Wanna catch the dawn, cause I can't stop the night.
On again.
Cause it makes me feel alive.
Okay, so if you ask me, it adds a bit of boxiness to the voice. However, I could hear the words a bit better now. I still don't think that we have enough compression here. Minus 11 decibels is not a lot, if you ask me, so I'm going to lower down the threshold to minus 47. I'm going to give it a faster attack and maybe a slower release. Now, let's hear what we got now.
Wanna feel the sunrise. Wanna catch the dawn, cause I can't stop the night. 'Cause it makes me feel alive.
Okay, now I believe that it's a bit too loud, so I'm just going to lower down the level here in the send. Obviously, when it's too loud, it's going to take over the vocal, and we don't want that. And I'm actually going to lower the level a bit more later on, but you will see why I'm going to do this. For now, let's just see if that's alright.
Wanna feel the sound of my eyes. Wanna catch the dawn, 'cause I can't stop the night.
Okay, now let me play it for you with the instrumental as well, because I want you to hear everything in context. So let's turn it off and let's play.
'Cause it makes me feel alive.
Okay, maybe raise the threshold a bit, and let's see what we got now.
'Cause it makes me feel alive. Wanna feel the sunrise.
Okay, so this is what a ratio of 20:1 will be doing to your vocals if you use parallel compression. This is fine. It made enough changes and now the voice has more power and the punchiness is a bit more pronunciated if you want. I like it. Let me show you what will happen if I use a compressor which has a bigger ratio than this. So this is H-comp from Waves and I can go up to 50:1. Obviously the threshold down to 35, 40. I don't want any analog sound. The output, that's going to be fine. Mix to the maximum. Release, I want it a bit slower, as I said, and a fairly slow attack as well. All right, this will do. I'm going to turn this off and let's play the vocal now using this H-comp.
'Cause it makes me feel alive. Wanna feel the sunrise.
I think there's a bigger difference now, and I think it sounds a bit better. Obviously, you can play with them, you can even use multiple channels to compensate for that lack of, let's say, ratio, if you want. But this H-comp did wonders to the voice right now, and this is because I could go up to 50:1 with the ratio. Obviously, algorithms are different as well. Some of them are better, some of them are worse, but if people are telling you that you need a specific compressor or a specific plugin and that you cannot use the stock compressor that you have in your DAW, they are probably lying. I'm going to keep this H-comp just because you can feel the difference a bit easier than when we were using the stock compressor. I'm going to look for some kind of a stereo wider, and this one will do actually. So what I want to do, I want to take this copy and take it out from the mono space. I only want to keep the lead vocal there. And if I have this in behind it, yes, it will be effective, but at the same time, it might take over the vocal at specific points. So if I just separate, if I'm trying to push it to the sides, to the sides of the stereo field, then it's going to blend very nice with the voice. So I'm going to go to 140 and let's have a listen. Let's see how this sounds.
'Cause it makes me feel alive. Wanna feel the sunrise. Wanna feel the sunrise.
So see, when I go below 100, you will start to hear that heavily compressed vocal taking over the lead, and I don't want that. I think 125 will do for me.
Wanna feel the sunrise. Wanna catch the dawn, 'cause I can't stop the night.
Now, I want to play it again, including the instrumental, just so we can hear the whole context. And like that, you can see the difference that it makes. And I'm going to delete the first compressor, just because I don't need it anymore, and it might overlap with H-comp. I'm going to play, and I'm going to turn it on and off during the listening. Let's see how it sounds.
Wanna feel the sunrise. Wanna catch the dawn, 'cause I can't stop the night. 'Cause it makes me feel alive. Wanna feel the sun, wanna feel the sunrise.
And this is pretty much it. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you managed to see the difference that this parallel compression technique is making to the vocals. And also let me know if you find it useful and if you will apply it on your own projects. And obviously I'm waiting for overall feedback from you guys down below in the comments section. It helps us improve the quality of our videos a lot. And don't forget that a like, a share and a subscribe is very helpful for us. Thank you very much. This is it for this video. Until the next time, take care of yourself. Bye bye.